হাই এভরিওয়ান, ওয়েলকাম টু শাইনিজ একাডেমি। আমি শাইনি, আর এই চ্যানেলে আমরা স্পোকেন ইংলিশ নিয়ে কথা বলি। নানান টেকনিক্স যেভাবে আমরা শিখতে পারবো সেই সব নিয়ে আলোচনা করি। অ্যান্ড দিস ভিডিও ইজ অ্যাবাউট ওয়ান রিডিং প্র্যাকটিস সেশন ওয়্যার আই এম গোয়িং টু রিড দিস from this book, Chicken Soup for the Soul, Indian Women version. And the story is this: the flight of a butterfly. The flight of a butterfly. Okay, so let's start. The wrinkles on her face told of the years gone by since she had first narrated to me the story of the butterfly. She was retelling the story now. Retelling mane arekbar bola. She was retelling the story now, a story I had first heard when I was 6, but this was not the only story my 65-year-old grandmother has told me. She often comes up with little tales of profound wisdom peppered with thoughts like every stage of life is like a cricket match. Profound wisdom. Profound is very deep and which extends to a wide range of things and deep knowledge around those. Okay, that's profound wisdom peppered with thoughts. Now what is peppered with thoughts? Peppered is actually, we say, when you sprinkle something over a food, like that's peppering. So it's kind of saying that her wisdom is profound and it's peppered with like different kinds of thoughts. It's a metaphor. Okay, peppered with thoughts like every stage of life is like a cricket match and the batsman's aim is to make the runs. We were all always running after something at every stage of our life. We are all always running after something at every stage of our lives. Some batsmen make centuries while some get out on duck. And then we play a new match. It's only just a matter of time, she said. My grandmother is a powerhouse of knowledge accumulated over years of reading. Powerhouse of knowledge. Remember in school we used to say this powerhouse of cell mitochondria. In the same way, the powerhouse of something means something from which everyone else derives power, derives life. Powerhouse of knowledge accumulated over years of reading the Mahabharata and Bhagavad Gita. And accumulated, to collect something, to accumulate something is to জোগাড় করে করে এক জায়গায় জড়ো করা is kind of accumulating over years of reading from the Mahabharata and Bhagavad Gita to her current favorite, a Marathi translation of Sudha Murthy's How I Taught My Grandmother to Read and Other Stories. It's difficult to believe she dropped out of school at 13 when you hear her read out some of her most beautifully crafted Marathi words. That was the age when she married my grandfather, who was studying to be a doctor. Her whole life thereafter revolved around her husband, in-laws and children. Now what is how you can use this in your life? When we say something যে এইটা নিয়েই আমার জীবন কেটে যাচ্ছে বা এটা আমি এখন খুব ফোকাস করে আছি, এটাতে আমাকে এখন ডিস্টার্ব করো না, ইউ ক্যান সে my focus is completely revolving around this right now. My life is revolving around my kid right now. So like that, okay, revolving around, that is making something focus and you are completely into it. Coming from a small village in Karnataka, she didn't have much exposure to anything else. Exposure, that is coming in touch with something, okay, getting exposed to a new environment. We say I don't have any exposure to the outside world. How do I go and live in a hostel? Like that. Whatever she learned was in school of life. Her initial years were lessons on how to make chapatis for 50 guests or more and how to keep her in-laws and husband happy. But her love for the written word didn't die. She continued to read. I could have been an Ayurvedic doctor, she sometimes said. She read a lot of books on Ayurveda when she was younger and then went on to devour religious scriptures. When we do something with full heart and mind and give our all effort and just absorb something into us, that's devouring that whole thing. She began to write a lot more once her children grew up, and it became clearer with time that she could have been many things: an orator, a spiritual guide, an Ayurvedic doctor, and more than anything else, a writer. But in the 50s, child marriages were a norm rather than exception. What is norm? Norm is a rule or a normal kind of thing that the society, everyone in the society does. That's kind of a normal rule, which is norm rather than an exception. A woman's life revolved around her husband even before she stepped into puberty. See, that's the magic of rigging things repeatedly. We just learned what revolves around means, and then in the next paragraph we come across the word woman's life sorry, I lost the sentence. But in 50s, child marriages were a norm rather than exception, and a woman's life revolved around her husband. So you see, women's life revolved. We are getting this for the second time. So that's how when you read repeatedly, you learn it faster. And also you have to underline it and then take a pause and form some sentences around it which is not related to the story, which is related to your life or maybe anything imaginary. But then do that and come back to reading. That will help you speak faster with using those phrases. Okay, so women's life revolved around her husband even before she stepped into puberty. My mother too got married when she was only 19 but managed to complete her graduation after her marriage. Where was the opportunity to even think about what she wanted from life? With my father's great support, though, my mother tried her hand at taking tuitions before she became the independent and successful businesswoman that she is today. Like my grandmother, my mother too loved writing. I remember reading some stories that she wrote for local Marathi magazines. It was a side to her that I saw only in my teens. নাও আমরা কথায় কথায় বলি না, তোর এই দিকটা আমি তো মানে সেই কবে দেখেছি, তোর এই দিকটা তো আর দেখাই যায় না. It is a side to you that I miss. It is a side to you that I haven't seen since our school days. Like that. It is a side to her I saw only in my teens. Even today, she yearns to write. She scribbles some notes whenever she gets some time. Scribbles হচ্ছে আমরা ছোট ছোট হিজিবিজি করে যেটা লিখে ফেলি হঠাৎ করে randomly. That's scribbling. Some notes whenever she gets some times. Like her mother, she too sacrificed her own ambitions to a certain extent for her family and is proud of it. Now she has the time to write, yet a large part of her mind remains preoccupied with her children and lives. Preoccupied. That is when you are busy with something even before someone has asked you something. Like, তুমি already এটা নিয়ে ব্যস্ত আছো. You are preoccupied with something. You are preoccupied with your work when I asked you for help. Like that. Preoccupied. Already occupied with something. I was their first child and my parents decided to bring me up like they would a boy. Yes, at that time it was acceptable that a man pursue his career while at that time it was acceptable that a man pursue his career. Now, while we use the word pursue when we say career, pursue some, some course like that. So I guess you know that. Okay. While a woman must find a suitable match and start a family. But my mother gave me the freedom of choice and the wings to explore myself. What is exploring yourself? To discover. To discover how you are accepting changes, how you are reacting to different situations, and how you are adapting to other environment. When someone says the freedom to explore myself, it means all of that. In different situation you are discovering yourself. So that's exploring. I chose to write. I started when I was 12, and each time I brought a piece of writing to my mother, I could see her joy. She cried when she sent me away to pursue my career. Perhaps tears of joy more than that of separation. She had succeeded. Now, this is a very important line. She had succeeded in providing her girl with what many generations of women. Okay, this is something, why this is important, let me tell you. This is a structure of sentence that I want you to note down. Okay, in this structure, in this skeleton of this structure, you can form many other sentences which just after reading this line you have to do. Okay, so she had succeeded in providing her girl with what many generations of women have been deprived of, the freedom of thought and action. Now you can say different sentences like this. I have got what many other women didn't. I have done what my family couldn't. Like that. আমি এটা করেছি যেটা ওরা পারেনি. This structure of sentence, this is very interesting. So you have to note this down. Indian women of their generation couldn't even dream of this kind of freedom to follow their heart. It was impossible for them to even imagine shifting to a big city, living alone, being independent and single at the age of 27. In a way, I am the butterfly in the story that my grandmother told me when I was 6. I am the butterfly that was allowed to find her truth and the glory of free flight by the two women who love me enough to let me go. This is beautiful. Love me enough to let me go. Sometimes I feel I am living out their dreams, the dream they couldn't realize. And I am blessed to have learned how to write from such amazing storytellers. Okay, so this is by Shuparna Thombare, and this is from the book Chicken Soup for the Soul, Indian Women version, and the story name is The Flight of a Butterfly. So I urge you to read this. If you don't find it anywhere, you can drop a comment that you couldn't find, and I will send it to you. So this is how you read, and when you read this repeatedly, the points that I highlighted, you can learn them, and don't just leave it. When you come across something, just read that once, pause, close your eyes and think about some similar lines you can make, some similar sentences you can construct, and then go back to reading again. Okay, so follow this and read this, and happy reading, happy learning how to speak in English. Bye.